I can't believe it took me this long to try the stuffed fettuccine Alfredo at Olive Garden. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. So, yeah. Now you know what I actually did last night. And I said I was going to do that last night, so I did. Happy Saturday, everybody. Yes, we are at the weekend now. And it is amazing. So, yeah. In the midst of getting everything ready and pumped up for Friday, there was one thing I completely forgot. There was a new episode of Hot Ones on Thursday. I'll put a link in the descriptions up top and on YouTube, obviously. But yeah, and for the first time ever, it was a rematch. Actually, I don't really know if it was a rematch, but it was a round 2 scenario where a guest that was already on Hot Ones was on again. So yeah, look forward to that. And there's one video from one of my friends that's been not trending, but it's one I've seen a lot whenever I go on Facebook. And that is my friend I mentioned who was going skydiving. Well, he went skydiving. He is still alive, thank goodness. And he has a video of himself doing it. Congratulations, my friend. That totally beats me going to Las Vegas and jumping off of the stratosphere. Although, we got to get you down there so you can do it too. Because even though it's not the same thing as jumping out of a plane, it is still a very worthwhile experience that I do highly recommend. So, yeah. And keep in mind, I've been to Vegas several times, but the last time I was there, as I said, was not since January of 2012, and that's when I jumped off the stratosphere. And keep in mind, I've been going to Vegas back when the stratosphere actually had let me bring me a little closer. Actually had the roller coaster that would circle around the circumference at the top of the building. Yes, I actually rode that roller coaster once at night and once during the day. And while both of them have their place, I gotta say, actually no, I can't really choose between one or the other. They're both awesome. But one thing I definitely can choose is I've done almost all the rides that I've ever been on the stratosphere. All of them. I'll tell you that the one ride I haven't been on is the swings. The ones that lean you over to the side of the building. You go round and round and round. Where you get a view and you're angled so you're pretty much looking down. I haven't done that. Although on the day I would have done that, it was rather windy. So for the sake of safety reasons, they won't open the ride. Oh yeah, they're very serious about safety. They have to be. You're 850 plus feet up in the air. You better care about safety. So I did the sky jump, I believe is what it's called. That's the one where they jump out the stratosphere. And back when they had the roller coaster, I did that. I actually almost got to go there to try the roller coaster on the very last day they had it. Almost, yeah. See, my grandmother has a tradition where on your 16th birthday, she'll fly you out to Vegas, so, you could, celebrate your 16th birthday in Vegas, which I did. It's honestly one of 2 reasons why I didn't have a sweet 16. The other is the fact that I was a loser back then that nobody liked. Anyway. But seriously though, I don't think anybody would have came if I had a sweet 16, but that's just me. Anyway. So, I actually almost got to ride that roller coaster on the very last day before they were going to tear it down. Or not tear it down, but close it for good, then tear it down. But just didn't have the time. Oh well. That's life, I guess. I've still got to do it twice in my lifetime, which can be more than most people can say. So it is a very humbling experience to be able to do that. So the other two rides I haven't talked about were, I've done the seesaw. Yeah, the one where it's like a seesaw like this. It pretty much starts off like this, then they go like that, and to be complete jerks, they'll lift you back up a little bit, then they'll drop you back down just because. Yes, it is a jerk move. But you know what? It's still a lot of fun, and you're strapped on good and tight. So, there's that. Excuse me. And then the final ride is, it's the kind of ride where it's a tower and there's like chairs around it. And depending on what type of ride it is, it either lifts you up like this, it stops, holds for like, I don't know, 15 seconds or whatever, then it drops you or whatever like that. Or what's at the stratosphere is, oh, sorry, accidentally I did my thing for a second, hold on. Up there. I've never had a problem with lighting before, I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that looks a little better. Anyway, where was I? Darn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the one that I was on was, you're in your seat, they immediately shoot you up in the air, then sort of like this and this and this, and you gently go down. Honestly, again, both types of that very ride have their place. I honestly can't really choose between one or the other per se. But if you were to hold me down and say, look, you can only choose between one or the other, what would it be? I would actually have to go with the former. The one where it slowly lifts you back up and you pause and then they drop you back down. For two reasons. One, I don't care what you say, I don't care if you're afraid of heights or whatever. When you get to the very top and you're held up there for like 15 seconds, that view is amazing, no matter what direction you're looking. It is. You can never beat a great view. Well, actually, I do suppose you can if it's based on one's opinion. But, yeah, a great view can be seen from anywhere. Plus, if you know how to count, you can actually count 15 seconds. And this is actually a trick I learned when trying to conquer your fear of a ride like this, that I'm going to share with you all. Because I am nice like that, and because you guys are so awesome. What I like to do when I'm ever on that kind of ride is, when it stops, I take the time to, look at the view, of course. But through it all, I'm counting up to 15 seconds while slowly inhaling and exhaling. If my timing is actually correct, on second 15, I will have finished inhaling. And so when the drop starts, all I do is just and then the ride's over. Yeah. Believe me, I've actually made that mistake. Before I figured out how to do this, I actually didn't do that, and it left me relatively windless. Windless, I should say. Yes, it literally took my breath away. What can I say? A breathtaking view takes your breath away. So yeah, there's that. So now you know how to conquer that kind of ride. And I don't know, and it's not just limited to the rides in the stratosphere. There are plenty of things I've done in Vegas. I mean, I rode the roller coaster over at New York, New York. I once had an all-day pass to the boomerang-esque type roller coaster that used to be at the Sahara. They tore that one down. And of course, I've been to Circus. I don't know if they actually still have this deal, but if for whatever reason you can actually scrounge up, get like $1 million together, you can pay Circus, and for 6 hours you can have that entire theme park to yourself. I would never do that for two reasons. One, obviously, I do not have $1 million. Perhaps one day if I ever become rich and famous, I would totally do that and invite as many of you guys as I could. Because Circus is a pretty big amusement park type place. Actually, it is more like a theme park or whatever. But yeah, I would do that. And plus, it's a theme park. It's meant to be shared and enjoyed by all. I mean, there's a great episode of South Park that really emphasized that. And if you're a fan of South Park, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, actually, I should probably stop this before children realize I'm talking about a show they're not supposed to watch. So, on that note, please like, favorite, share, comment, hit with thumbs up, hit with thumbs down, hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support. And as always, to all my viewers, I'm humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, or if you guys ever want to chat, I will always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care.